So taking that comfortable seat, and as always, you can have eyes closed, you can have eyes open, just taking a moment to arrive. That might include a few intentional breaths, just inhaling and exhaling. If you're able to breathe in and out through the nose, you might start to explore that, just breathing through the nose with sound. So there's a little bit of a constriction in the back of the throat, and the breath has a sound. And as you're breathing, you might notice not just the sound, but also any sensation, any movement that accompanies the breath. And I find this can be just a really simple but powerful way to just shift awareness inside. Noticing sound, sensation, movement of breath. As you're settling in and breathing, there could be an opportunity to just soften a little bit. Let the weight of the body be really grounded and supported by the earth. Feeling the points of contact, softening. So as you're just arriving here, breath after breath, if possible, just touching your breath and your body and even your mind with gratitude. So touching aliveness with gratitude. And it doesn't mean you have to fake anything. You just come into the present moment and see if it's possible. It could be the smallest thing. Maybe the circumstances that allowed you to be right here, right now. Could be a sound that's coming in through the window or a sensation. Anything at all. So just touching the present moment with gratitude just can help soften and expand awareness a little bit. And invite just a slightly deeper, more gentle and loving quality of attention. So as you're listening, settling, breathing, that might be where you stay, where you practice. You might start to sense or feel really what matters to you when you show up on your mat. What's the most important thing right now? And really set the intention to honor that throughout the practice. Just making those accommodations for yourself. Just remembering what matters to you in these moments. So as you take your next exhale, you might just bow your head, and if your eyes were closed, you can blink the eyes open. And just shift the gaze forward. The flow will be relatively simple and familiar, and just really want to let that be, and hopefully my instructions be a way to actually just feel and sense a little more deeply inside. So let's go ahead and lie down on our backs. And when you lie down on your back, you can either walk your feet in towards your sitting bones or hug your knees into your chest. So just lying down, maybe walking the feet in, or maybe hugging the knees all the way in. I like to take my knees as wide as the armpits and pull them down towards the armpits, more than towards the chest. And then just maybe rocking gently side to side or front and back. And again, coming back to the sound, sensation, movement of the breath. And as you enter the present moment, can you touch the present moment with gratitude? Just listening deeply. And then let's place the soles of the feet on the floor, if they're not already, and reach that right leg up to the ceiling. Circling your foot, just circling your foot around, circling your ankle in one direction several times. And then switching directions, circling the other way a few times. Just circling the ankle, feeling into that range of motion. And then I'm going to stretch my left leg out onto the floor and circle the right leg. And circles can be any size. Maybe they're tiny circles, maybe they're big circles. Using the left leg, whether it's outstretched or the foot is on the floor, as a source of stability. Drawing in below the navel, circling that right leg. Let's switch directions. Again, any size circle. Just breathing, moving, being settled into the floor here. Let's take one more circle. And then bring that right leg up to the ceiling. Clasp hands onto the leg. Take an inhale anywhere, so you're grabbing anywhere on the leg. Take an inhale, and then exhale, knit the navel to spine, lift the head and shoulders, and bow the head to the knee. Stay for a breath. Inhaling and exhaling, curling, drawing navel down more. Inhale, rest your head down. And exhale, let's hug both knees into the chest. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Maybe you start with your right foot on the floor and your left leg reaching up, circling the foot and the ankle. So just kind of flexing and pointing the foot as you circle. And then switching directions. Switching directions. Keep breathing with intention. And then let's pause the circling. I'm going to stretch my right leg out onto the floor in front of me. You can keep your right foot on the floor if you prefer that. And then circling the left leg. So the whole leg is circling. They can be tiny, they can be big, whatever works for you right now. Circling that left leg. Any direction, just circling. Let's do one more in that original direction. And then we'll just switch directions, circling the other way, using your navel, drawing down for stability, lengthening or grounding through that right leg or foot. One more circle. And then bringing that leg back up, clasping hands onto the leg. Take an inhale, reach through the legs, and then exhale, lift your head and shoulders. So you might not get your forehead to your knee, you're just bowing towards it, lengthening or grounding through the right foot or leg. Take another exhale here. And then inhale, rest your head down. And exhale, draw both knees into the chest. And pause, maybe a little rock side to side or front to back. We're going to place our soles of the feet onto the floor. We're going to do, we did this last week, a little bit of a bridge pulse. So we're going to move up and down with our breath. It might take a round or two for you to get the rhythm, but don't worry about it too much. Let's just inhale, lift the hips, let the arms reach straight up to the ceiling, and then keep moving the arms so they rest behind you as you exhale. Hips are still lifted as you inhale, the arms reach straight up, and then everything comes down as you exhale. Hips and arms all the way down to the starting position. Inhale, lift the hips, reach the arms straight up. Hips are lifted, arms sweep, reaching back behind you as you exhale. Inhale, hips are lifted, reach the arms straight up to the ceiling, and then everything lowers down together. We're going to do that 3 more times. Inhale, lift up, arms reach straight up. Exhale, arms reach back behind you. Inhale, arms reach up, hips are still lifted. Exhale, lower all the way down. Good, 2 more. Inhale, lift up. Just keep breathing. Exhaling, arms reach back. Arms reaching up, inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. Good, last one. Inhale, lift up. Arms reaching back, exhale. Inhale, arms lift. And then keep the hips lifted as you exhale and bring the arms down. So your hips are still lifted. Find your breath. If you can imagine knitting your pubic bone, tailbone, sitting bones together, drawing in below navel, take 1 more inhale. And then exhale, lower down. Let's take the feet as wide as the yoga mat. Touch the knees together. and pause. Just take a breath. Take a breath, noticing the sound, the sensation, the movement, really touching the present moment. What would it feel like to touch the moment, to touch aliveness with gratitude, with that kind of spacious and interested, loving awareness? Let's take one more exhale. And then we're going to lift the legs up into the air again, or both legs this time, I should say. We're going to do this little twist core pulse, and we're going to be scissoring the legs a little bit with that. So it takes a round or two to get used to the movement. Just take your time, don't overthink it. Arms reach overhead if you can, palms together. Take an inhale, reaching the feet up. It's okay if the knees are bent, by the way. And then exhale, lift and reach to the outside of the right leg as you hover the left leg. Inhale, squeeze the left leg up to meet the right, reach the arms overhead. And then exhale to the other side. Lift and reach to the left as the right leg hovers. Inhale, lie down, arms reach overhead. Exhale, lift and reach to the right. Keep going here. Inhale, lie down, squeeze the legs together. Exhale, lift and reach to the left, hovering the right leg. Inhale, lie down, squeeze the legs together. Exhale, lift and reach to the right. Just keep moving here. Inhale, lie down. Exhale, lift and reach to the left. Inhale, lie down. Exhale, lift and reach to the right. One more on each side. We're going to stay in the lifted position. Inhale and exhale, and then inhale, lie down again. One more time to the left. Lift and reach as you hover the right leg. Stay for an inhale and an exhale. And then inhale, lie down. Exhale, hug the knees in and pause. Right, just take a breath out. Feel the floor rising up to meet you. Let's place our feet on the floor as wide as the yoga mat. Turn the toes away from each other. Tip the knees to the right like windshield wipers. So just tipping them over, right hand on belly, left arm overhead. I do this stretch in almost every class, just opening that left side, a little bit of a twist, and softening the head and shoulders. Let's take another full breath. Maybe just gratitude for this breath right here. This moment of being supported, being connected to the earth. Let's inhale back to the center. Exhale to the other side, tipping the knees to the left, right arm overhead, and breathing here. Just sensing, listening, feeling that breath. Take another exhale. And then inhale back to center. We're going to hug knees in, rock over to one side, or cross your ankles and roll up onto your hands and knees. And if being on your knees is any kind of issue, you might just take an extra moment to get a blanket or a pillow or a towel, just something to give your knees a little bit of extra support on the floor or on top of your yoga mat. So with your hands and knees on the floor, let's take the knees a little bit wider than the hips. Keep the hips right up over the knees, and I'm going to bring my forearms, stack my forearms here, and bow my head. So knees can be pretty wide apart. Hips are right up over the knees, and then forehead down on the forearms or maybe on the mat. This is puppy pose. And I'm just going to invite you to deepen your breath here. So breathing in and out through the nose. Noticing the sound, the sensation, the movement of the breath. You might feel or imagine that breath moving into your belly, softening on the inhale, lifting on the exhale. You might even feel that breath moving in the pelvic floor, spreading and expanding on the inhale, lifting and toning on the exhale. Just explore that a few times. Can you imagine that on the exhalation, there's a knitting together of pubic bone, tailbone, sitting bones drawing in below the navel? And then maintain that action as you inhale and exhale. Feeling that lifting and toning to the belly, really from the inside. Let's take another full exhale here, just feeling into that with whatever you can, whatever works for you here. And then let's place our hands onto the floor and bring the knees about hip distance apart again. So back into tabletop. And then a little bit of cat-cow. So with a little bit of that core, midline, pelvic floor awareness, as you inhale, arch the back and look up. As you exhale, curl, bow, and round the back, scoop the belly. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, arch the back, look up. Exhale, curling, bowing, rounding the back. Again, inhale, arching the back, looking up. Exhale, curling, bowing, rounding the back, tucking the chin. Let's come into neutral and pause. We're going to step into high plank. So stepping into high plank, see if you can maintain some of that midline awareness as you step your feet back. Hug your legs together, lift your inner thighs, draw in below the navel. Push your hands and feet away from each other. See if you can get a little more broadness to the chest. Take another full breath here. Inhaling. Good, let's exhale, lower all the way to the belly. And then interlace the hands behind your back. Inhale, lift the arms, legs, and chest up. Just take a breath, broadening the collarbones, lifting from the backs of the legs. Take another inhale. And then resting as you exhale. Coming all the way down and just resting. Just pausing in that wide open space of awareness. Really savoring it for a moment. Listening deeply. Let's do this again. So we're going to come back into high plank. You can press up onto your hands and knees or straight up and breathe. So grounding into the hands, lifting the inner thighs. If wrists are an issue, come onto your forearms. Not a problem. See if you can draw in below the navel, broaden the chest. Take another inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. You can use your knees for support. And then interlace the fingers back behind you. Hug the legs together. Lift the arms, legs, and chest up. Just lifting up and breathing. Touching the sound, sensation, movement of the breath. Really touching aliveness with gratitude, with that kind of awareness. Take another inhale. And exhale, lower down. Pause and rest. Just touching the earth with your whole body as you exhale. Receiving that support for a moment, that connection. One more time, same thing, rise into high plank. Just one more, just pressing into your hands, lifting your inner thighs, drawing in below the navel. Hugging the legs together, pressing with the hands. Good, let's take another full breath, lengthening as you inhale, and then exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. All the way down. Last time, hug the legs together, interlace the fingers, and lift up. Lift up. It doesn't have to be a big lift. Any amount. See if you can lift your inner thighs. Draw in below the navel. Take another inhale. And then lower down and rest. As you exhale, just take your time coming down, softening. Wherever you are. Another full exhalation. Just that deep quality of listening. As you soften. And then from here, we're going to rise onto our hands and knees and then into downward facing dog as you exhale, or it could be child's pose. So downward dog or child's pose, your choice. Just somewhere that you can connect with your breath for a moment. And preferably let your head be heavy. If you're in child's pose, your forehead might be on the floor or the backs of your hands. Full, deep, spacious breathing here. Breathing through the nose with sound if possible. And then in either pose that you're in, whether it's downward dog or child's pose, finding the subtle quality of that breath, knitting together pubic bone, tailbone, sitting bones, drawing in below navel and lengthening from the inside. Let's take another full exhale wherever you are. If you're in child's pose, rise onto your hands and knees, briefly lift into down dog, and then we'll walk the feet to the hands and inhale, come halfway. Exhale, bow all the way down. Let's come all the way up as we inhale. So standing up, lift the arms, maybe looking up. And then just bring the arms down as you exhale. Excellent. So we're just going to do a half sun salutation with some standing side bends to get started. So as you inhale, lift your arms and maybe look up. And then drop the right arm and lean to the right as you exhale. Stay for a full breath, hugging in with the legs, reaching up through the left arm and leaning on the exhale. Hugging in, lift the right arm up, maybe look up, inhale. And then exhale, drop the left arm and lean to the right. Hug in with the legs, draw in below the navel, reach through the right arm, one more exhale. And then inhale, lift both arms, look up. Exhale, bow forward over your legs, so come all the way down. Hug the legs in, lengthen, and look up, inhale. Exhale, bow over the legs again. Inhale from your feet, pressing down, legs hugging in, stand all the way up, look up. And just bring arms down, exhale. We're gonna do that same thing 2 more times. Inhale, lift the arms and look up. Exhale, drop the right arm. Lengthening, inhale. Exhale, leaning to the right. Lift the right arm up, inhale, maybe look up. Exhale, lean to the left. Stay here, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, maybe leaning a little bit more. Inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, bow over the legs. Come halfway up, so draw in below navel, lengthen spine, look up. Exhale, bow over the legs again, all the way down. Inhale, rise, reach, and look up, palms touch. Exhale, arms to your sides. One more time, inhale, reaching up. Just one breath in the side bend this time, exhaling to the right. Hugging and reaching, right arm up, inhale. And exhale, leaning to the left. Inhale, left arm up, look up. Exhale, bow forward over the legs. Inhale, hugging the legs in, drawing in below navel, looking up. Exhale, bowing forward again. Just savoring those breaths. Inhale, rise all the way up, lift the arms and look up. Exhale, arms down. Good. Let's take an inhale, lift the arms. We're going to do a version of sun salutation here. Exhale, bow forward over the legs. Inhale, lengthening, looking up. Exhale, hands down, step to high plank. Take an inhale in high plank, and then touch the knees down as you exhale. We're going to rise into camel pose. Inhale, so rise up, lift the arms up, and then exhale, circle the arms around, maybe hands to your glutes or lower back. Inhale, broad chest. You might choose to lean back a little bit or a lot. You might stay more straight up and down. Inhale, lift the arms, coming back up, and then exhale into child's pose. So I like to reach my arms back and bow the head down. Inhale, come onto your hands and knees and arch your back and look up. That's cow pose. And then exhale, either child's pose or downward facing dog. Full deep breath here. Either child's pose or down dog, either one's fine. Just contacting the breath. That deep quality of listening, let it be a way of naturally touching what matters to you in this moment. Let's take another full exhale wherever you are. And then walk the feet to the hands, hug the legs in, lengthen, look up, inhale. Exhale, bow forward over the legs, all the way down. Rise up, lift the arms, look up, inhale. And exhale, arms to your sides. We're gonna do that same thing 2 more times. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bowing forward. Inhale, lengthening, look up. Exhaling, step back, maybe low. Step back to high plank. Take an inhale in high plank. Exhale, touch the knees down. Inhale, lift the arms, standing up on the knees, maybe looking up. Exhale, just bring your hands around to your lower back so you can stay upright and just lift the chest. You might choose to lean back. Take another exhale. Use an inhale to rise back up, lift the arms. And exhale, hands back behind you, bow your head to the floor for child's pose. Inhale onto the hands and knees and arch the back, looking up, cow pose. Exhale, either child's pose or downward facing. Full deep breath. Let your gaze be steady. Notice the sound, the sensation, movement of the breath. Maybe that lifting and toning from pubic bone, tailbone, sitting bones, drawing in below knee. Let's take another exhale wherever you are. And then feet to the hands, hugging and lengthening, looking up, inhale. Exhale, bowing over the legs all the way, heavy head. Stand up, lift the arms up, look up, palms touch, inhale. And then arms to your sides, exhale. One more time, same thing, inhaling, reaching. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhale, hugging and lengthening. Exhale, step to high plank. Inhale in high plank. Exhale, knees to the floor. Inhale, rise onto the knees, maybe lift the arms. Exhale, hands to your glutes or lower back. Inhaling, lifting the chest, maybe leaning back as you exhale. Use an inhale to rise up, maybe lift the arms. And then exhale, perhaps bow into child's pose all the way down. Inhale to cow pose, so onto your hands and knees. Arch your back, look up. Exhale, child's pose or downward facing dog, your choice. Full deep breathing here. Come back to that space of listening, really touching the present moment with gratitude. Maybe it's just for this breath. Maybe it's for something else. That wide open space of awareness, really listening for the heart. Let's take another exhale. Feet to the hands, lengthening, coming halfway up, inhale. Exhaling, bowing all the way down over the legs. Inhale, stand up, lift the arms and look up. Exhale, arms down to Samasthiti or Tadasana. I'm going to do 2 rounds around the mat in a circle. We'll start with bending the knees and lifting the arms into Utkatasana, looking up. Exhale, bow forward over the legs all the way down. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, keep fingertips on the floor. Step the right foot back. Sink the hips, broaden the chest. Inhale. Exhale, palms in, lift and turn to the right. Bend the right knee, push the left leg straight. Inhale, rise back to center. Exhale, bend to the left. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, turn to the back. Fingertips to the floor. Sink the hips forward. Right knee is bent. Lift the chest. Inhale. And then exhale, step to high plank. You can take a breath into upward facing dog if you wish. And then a breath out to downward facing dog, exhale, or child's pose. Come back to your breath. Remember that simple intention. Right, gladdening the body and mind with gratitude, really letting that be an invitation to deepen and expand awareness. And then listening. On your next inhale, let's reach the left leg up and back. Nice big reach with the left leg. And then bring the left foot forward between the hands. Exhaling. Inhale, sink the hips, broaden the chest, so you're just in a low lunge. Exhale, turn, palms in, and bend the right knee, push the left leg straight, so turning to the right. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Let's just turn to the top of the mat. Right foot is in front, up on the left toes. Inhale, sink the hips, broaden the chest. Exhale, step the left foot forward, fold over the leg. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, bow forward again. Bend the knees, lift the arms, inhale into Utkatasana, and then back into standing, exhale. Again, inhale, bend the knees, lift the arms, look up. Exhale, bow forward, deep lift below the navel. Inhale, lengthen and look up. This time, fingertips down, left foot back. We're gonna drop it 45 degrees, bend the right knee 90 degrees. Inhale, you can pause with hands on your right thigh or reach up right away to warrior one. Reach into your left foot, press into your right foot, lift up through the arms if you can. Maybe look up, take a nice full inhale. And then exhale, palms in, turn to the left, bend the left knee, push the right leg straight. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, straighten the right leg, turn to the back of your mat. Left foot in front, right foot 45 degrees. Maybe you lean forward on the left thigh or reach up and overhead. Find the sound, sensation, movement of the breath, just touching the present moment, touching aliveness sweetly. One more inhale. And then exhale, hands to the floor, step to high plank. You might move from high plank into upward facing dog, inhaling, and then downward facing dog, exhaling. Full deep breath. Bowing the head, reaching through the arms, legs, and spine. Just listening. With your next inhale, let's reach the right leg up and back. Right leg is reaching up. Exhale, bring the right foot between the hands. Drop the left foot. Let's climb onto the right thigh or reach the arms overhead. Warrior one again. Same thing, just reach into the left foot. Lift up through the fingertips, drop in below the navel. Take another inhale. Exhale, palms in, turn to the left, bend the left knee, push the right leg straight. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, straighten the right leg, turn the feet. Left foot is in front, right foot 45 degrees. Lift the arms if you wish. Maybe look up, stay here. Just reach into your back foot, press into your forward foot. Lift and lengthen through the midline. One more inhale. Exhale, fingertips down, step the right foot forward and fold over the legs. Inhale, just lengthen. Look up, full breath. Exhale, bow over the legs, all the way down. Let's bend the knees, circle the arms up. Inhale, Utkatasana. And then back into standing as you exhale. I'm going to step the feet wide on the yoga mat and arms outstretched, inhaling. Let's bring hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, take a big breath in, lift the chest, maybe look up, and then exhale, fold over those wide legs. Take your time, let your arms drop. If having your arms bound behind you is uncomfortable, just bring your hands to the floor for support. Breathing here. Just inhaling and exhaling, noticing the sound, the sensation, and movement. Just contacting aliveness and listening, sensing what matters to you right now. Take another exhale. And then inhale, go ahead and rise all the way back up. Let the arms reach wide. And exhale, hands onto the hips. Let's just pivot our feet so that our right foot is leading. So pivoting towards the right. Right foot is pointing towards the top of your mat. Left foot is 45 degrees. Left hand on hip, right hand on right thigh. Inhale, stand up tall. Exhale for Utthita Trikonasana. Sliding right hand down the right leg, any amount. Right, any amount. And if you need to bend the right knee, you can bend it. That's okay. Maybe roll the left shoulder back as you reach into the left foot. Draw in below navel. You might choose to reach your left arm up, maybe even look up at the left hand. Just breathing your way into it. Where can it be steady and sweet at the same time? Can you have both? Take another full breath here. Next time you exhale, left hand touches left hip. Look down at the right foot. We're going to shift into Ardha Chandrasana, bending right knee, reaching for the floor in front of and to the right of your right foot. Press and lift the left leg. You can lift it any amount. Lengthen your spine, your torso, draw in below navel. You might choose to reach your left arm up and maybe even look up. Somewhere that you can be steady, but also sweet, receptive, spacious. Take another inhale wherever you are. Use your exhale, bring left hand to hip, touch left foot back down. And then inhale, rise and turn the feet parallel, arms outstretched. Exhale, hands to the hips. Pivot feet to the left. So left foot is facing the back of your mat maybe. Right hand is on the right hip. Inhale here. And then start to slide that left foot, that left hand down the left leg for Utthita Trikonasana on the other side. So again, if bending the left knee is necessary, you can allow that. You can stop anywhere on that left leg. You don't have to get to the floor or to your foot. Press into your right foot. Draw in below the navel. Broaden the collarbones. Maybe roll the right shoulder back. You might choose to reach your right arm up. You might even gaze up at your right hand. Find your breath. Start with the sound, the sensation, the movement, just touching the present moment here. What would it feel like to touch this moment, to touch aliveness with gratitude, with that kind of softness, that sweetness? Take another inhale here. And then as you exhale, right hand to hip and gaze down at the left foot. Bend the left knee a little bit as you shift weight onto your left foot. Left hand supporting you on the floor. Press and lift your right leg. Any amount, even if it's just hovering over the floor. Find your belly, find your breath. Maybe you reach that right arm up. Steady and sweet, wherever you are, even if it looks different than me or others or what it did last time. Take another inhale here, and then right hand to hip, touch the right foot down, exhale. Inhale, rise all the way up to that neutral position, feet parallel, arms outstretched. Exhale, bring hands to hips. Let's do one more standing forward fold. Inhale, stand up tall here. Exhale, this time just touch fingertips to the floor. Inhale, lengthen and look up, draw in below navel. Exhale, start to bow your head and walk your hands back. Take a few breaths, just maybe even grabbing opposite elbows and hanging your head here. Shifting the weight towards the front of the heels, finding that sense, if you can, of knitting together pubic bone, tailbone, sitting bones, lifting below navel. One more exhale. Let's take a lengthening breath, looking up, inhale. Exhale, pause. Hands to the hips, inhale all the way up. And let's step our feet together back at the top of our mat as we exhale. So we're going to come into Utkatasana and hold it. So you can bend your knees any amount. So it could be a tiny bend, it could be a deep bend. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, sit back a little bit and bring palms into the center chest. Right, so palms are gently pressing together. The legs are hugging together. They might not be touching, they might be parallel, or they're zipped up together, as are the feet. So hugging and drawing in below navel. Arms outstretched with palms touching, inhale. Exhale, pull the right elbow back, look over the right shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale to the left, pull the left elbow back, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, back to center, find your belly. Exhale, draw the right elbow back, look over right shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. One more time to the right, exhale. Inhale, center, one more time to the left, exhale. Good, back to center, inhale. Exhale, bow over the legs. Inhale, lengthen and look up. Exhale, step to high plank. If you do chaturanga, it could be chaturanga. Inhale into upward dog. Exhale into downward facing dog. Let's take a breath in. Reach the right leg up. Nice big reach with the right leg. Bend the knee, roll the hip open as you exhale. Stretch the leg up and back as you inhale, and then bring the right foot between the hands. Drop the left foot as you exhale. We're going to rise into warrior two, inhaling. So arms outstretched, right knee is bent, left leg is straight. Inhale, straighten the right leg, lift the arms, reach up, maybe palms touch. Exhale, bend into that right knee, let the arms reach wide again. Do that again. Inhale, straighten the right leg, lift up through the midline, reach through the arms. Exhale, sink and bend into that right knee. One more time, inhaling, reaching up, exhaling, sinking into warrior two. Stay here, reach into the feet, broaden the chest, inhale, and then exhale, right forearm to right thigh, left arm overhead for extended side angle pose. Reaching with the left arm, and you might choose to place your right palm on the floor. Either way, totally fine. Reach into your left foot. If you can imagine pulling your right heel and your inner left arch towards each other as you reach into the outer edge of the left foot, do that. Lengthen the belly a little more from the inside. One more inhale. And then exhale, the left hand will come down. So you're framing the right foot, roll up onto the left toes. Left hand to the floor, maybe right hand to your hip, or lift the right arm and look up for a low lunge twist. So you can keep hand on hip or reach it up. Press into both feet. Take another inhale here. And then exhale, hand down, step to downward dog, or maybe child's pose. Listen to the breath for a moment. Sound, sensation, movement. Same thing, other side. Let's start with left leg reaching up, inhale. Bend the knee, roll the hip open, exhale. Stretch that leg up and back, inhaling. Exhale, pull the left foot forward between the hands, drop the right foot. Rise on an inhale into warrior two. Exhale into warrior two. Inhale, straighten the left leg, lift the arms, look up. Exhale, sink into the left knee, reach the arms wide to warrior two. Again, inhaling, lifting up, looking up, lengthening to midline. Exhaling, sinking into that left knee. Last time, inhale, lifting up, looking up, reaching up. Exhaling, sinking into warrior two. Take an inhale here in warrior two, and then exhale into extended side angle pose. Maybe forearm to thigh, or palm to the floor. Right arm reaching overhead. If you can imagine your left heel and your inner arch of your right foot Pulling together as you reach into the outer edge of the right foot, lengthening through the right arm. Take another full breath, inhaling here, and then exhale, bring the right hand down, roll up onto the right toes. So into that low lunge twist, maybe left hand to hip or left arm reaching. Press into both feet, draw in below the navel, take another full breath, inhaling, and then exhale, bring that hand down. Step back to downward facing dog. Full deep breath. Contacting sound, sensation, movement of breath. Right, just touching the present moment. Is it possible to touch the moment, to touch aliveness with gratitude, with that sweetness? Let's bring the feet to the hands, hugging and lengthening, looking up. Exhale, bowing forward over the legs all the way. Bend the knees, lift the arms, inhale, Utkatasana. And then exhale, palms in, sit back again. One more time, arms outstretched, inhale. Exhale, pull and look to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Use your belly to support you here. Exhale, one more to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, one more to the left. Inhale, center. And this time standing up, exhale, arms to your sides. One more standing balance pose. Vrikshasana, tree pose. So let's bring the feet onto the floor, palms together. Take a steady gaze with your eyes. Okay, let your gaze be settled. Touch your breath, the sound, sensation, movement of the breath. Lift the right heel, turn the right knee and toes out to the right. Right, touching aliveness here as you enter the present moment with the breath. Is it possible to touch aliveness with gratitude? Let it be a little more spacious, a little bit sweeter. You can lift your right foot anywhere above or below your knee if you wish. You can choose to lift your arms overhead if you wish. Right? You might even look up. Keep breathing. Find your breath from the inside, from the pubic bone, tailbone, sitting bones knitting together, drawing in below the navel. Take another full inhalation, full exhalation. Good. Next time you exhale, let's just bring palms in. Inhale, lift the right knee in front of you. And exhale, foot down, arms down. One more time, palms together. Take a steady gaze with your eyes. Inhale, lift the left heel. Turn the knee and toes out. You can stay right there. You might choose to lift your left foot anywhere above or below your knee. So as you show up with your breath and listen, right, listening for the heart, really listening for what matters to you right now. Can you move and breathe in a way that really honors and embodies that open-hearted side of yourself? Maybe you lift the arms. Maybe you even look up. What would it feel like to touch aliveness sweetly here? Take another inhale. And then exhale, palms in. Inhale, lift the left knee. And then foot down, arms down, exhale. One more cycle and we're going to sit down. So inhale, lift the arms and look up. Exhale, bow forward, over. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, step back. High plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a full breath in, down dog. And then bring your feet forward or touch your knees down and swing your legs around. So coming into seated. Let's sit in Baddha Konasana. So bring the soles of the feet together, knees apart. And just sitting up nice and tall. So that's all. So just bringing the feet together, maybe even the outer edges of the feet together and the soles of the feet starting to turn open. And just sit up nice and tall and breathe. There might be a sense of leaning forward a little bit. Whatever works. Where can you contact your breath? Feel and listen a little more deeply on the inside. Let's take another inhale, maybe sitting up. And then exhale, if you wish, you can kind of bow and round all the way down over your feet, or to whatever extent is possible right now. Just bowing your head, breathing here. Really a gesture of reverence towards this moment of aliveness. Let's take another full exhale. And then inhale, start to rise all the way back up. Let's bring the knees together, exhale. Feet on the floor, walk your hands back a little bit. Tip your knees to the right. Sweep the left arm across and slide it back and bow your head. Lift your belly. Inhale, come back to the center. And exhale to the other side. Tipping knees to the left. Sweeping the right arm across, sliding it back. Curl. Inhale, back to center. We do that each side one more time. Exhale to the right, tipping, sweeping left arm, sliding back. Inhale through the center. And one more time to the left. Exhale. Good, let's come back to center, inhale. And exhale, pause. So we're gonna walk our hands back behind hips and then take an inhale. So you might just press into your hands and lift your chest and keep your bottom on the floor, totally fine. You might actually lift your hips up and come into reverse table. Right? Maybe. Breathing here, heels pressing down, hips lifting up if possible, collarbones broad. Take another inhale. If you can imagine the pits of your knees and your armpits moving in opposite directions. And then exhale, lower your hips down. This time, lift your legs and reach your arms so you're in Navasana. I like to zip my legs all the way together, broaden the collarbones. It's okay to grab your legs with your hands. It's okay to reach your arms out. Maybe you even straighten your legs, breathing here. Internally rotating the legs if they're straight. Good, keep breathing, come back to the breath. Take another full inhale, and then exhale, sweetly roll all the way down and hug the knees in and soften the head and shoulders. Just take a breath to be received by the earth. Right? To touch the sweetness of that connection. Let's place the soles of the feet on the floor. And we're going to do that same bridge pulse that we did at the beginning and then hold it on the last round. So arms along your sides, feet comfortably close to the sitting bones. As you inhale, lift the hips, reach the arms straight up. As you exhale, keep the arms moving and the hips lifted. Inhale, the arms reach straight up to the ceiling again, and then hips come down with the arms as you exhale. Inhale, hips lift, arms reach straight up. Exhale, hips stay lifted, arms reach back behind your head. Inhale, arms reach straight up again. Exhale, everything down together. Again, inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, let the arms reach back. Inhaling, arms reach straight up. Exhaling, lowering all the way down. Again, inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, let the arms drift back and rest on the floor behind you. Inhale, the arms reach straight up again. Exhale, lower all the way down. Last time, inhale, lift up. Exhale, arms reach back. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, keep the hips lifted this time as you lower the arms. Find that breath from the pubic bone, tailbone, sitting bones knitting together, drawing in below navel, lifting a little higher. One more inhale. And then lower all the way down. Exhale. Take the feet as wide as the yoga mat. Drop the knees together and pause. Just soften for a moment. A full breath in, full breath out. All right, let's lift the legs up to the ceiling. That same core twist pulse that we did at the beginning. So arms reach along the floor next to your head, overhead behind you, palms together. Again, knees can be bent a little or a lot here. They don't have to be straight. Draw in below navel, inhale. Exhale, the left leg hovers as you lift and reach to the right. Inhale, squeeze together, lie down. Exhale, lift and reach to the left. Inhale, squeeze together, lie down. Exhale, lift and reach to the right. Inhale, squeeze together, lie down again. Exhale, lift and reach to the left. Inhale, squeeze together, lie down. Exhale, lift and reach to the right. Inhale, squeeze together, lie down. Exhale, lift and reach to the left. Inhale, lie down. One more on each side. We're going to hold for that extra breath. Exhale to the right. Stay here. Inhaling. Exhale, reaching. And then inhale, lie down, squeeze the legs together. One more time. Exhale, lift and reach to the left. Stay here. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale, lie down again. And exhale, hug the knees in. Let's take the knees as wide as the armpits. And then maybe even soles of the feet to the ceiling, grab the outer edges of the feet for happy baby. Even in happy baby, can you find that breath, the sound, the sensation, the movement of the breath? Maybe all the way down to the pelvic floor, knitting together pubic bone, tailbone, sitting bones, drawing in below navel, and softening head and shoulders. Take another full breath here, exhaling. And then let's just place our soles of the feet on the floor as wide as the yoga mat and pause. Turn the toes away from each other, tip the knees to the right, left arm overhead. Softening head and shoulders down, breathing, listening for a moment. Touching the present moment, touching aliveness with gratitude, if possible. Even just for the simplest thing, this breath, this connection to the earth. Sensing who you are in these moments, really what matters to you in these moments. Let's inhale back to center. Switch the hands. Switch the knees, exhaling. Breathing here. So switching, tipping knees to the left, left hand on belly, right arm overhead. Maybe just the sound of the rain falling outside. Just saturating yourself in that felt sense of the breath, the sweetness of it. Let's inhale back to center and exhale, pause. So I want to invite you, we're going to transition towards Shavasana, resting. If there's a way that you can put your legs up the wall or drape your legs on a chair or a bed or a sofa or something that's nearby, and you would like to do that, you would like to have your legs elevated, I just want to invite you to set yourself up for Shavasana with your legs elevated. If that doesn't sound good to you right now, no problem. You can stay here with your feet wide, knees together, just resting on your back. You can lie flat, just really picking any kind of supported, comfortable position so that you can rest for a few minutes. Just about like 3 to 5 minutes, we're going to rest together. So taking a moment to set that up, I like to have a hand on the heart and a hand on the belly. That's just a personal preference, right? See what kind of reclined, supported posture, gesture works for you right now for Shavasana. You might close your eyes, you might take some breath out through the mouth. Just receiving that support, that really sweet connection to the earth. Right, touching the most personal and universal qualities of aliveness simultaneously. Just right here in this moment. And so the space of awareness, when we can touch the present moment, touch with the quality of gratitude, just that wide open space. Sensing that awareness, it's large enough to hold everything. Whatever's here with you right now. Just touching that space through which everything flows. Just abiding in that ocean of awareness, that ocean of aliveness. Just be nourished by that connection. Your next few breaths, you might just let your arms reach overhead and draw your knees into your chest and roll to one side. Maybe rise and take your seat one more time when you're ready. if you wish. You might close your eyes or take a soft gaze with your eyes and just pause and listen for another moment. And touching the present moment, touching it with gratitude, and then stepping into that space where you can listen a little more deeply. So sometimes with practice or from practice, there's a natural and sincere wish to express gratitude, to express really what matters to us in more moments. So our practice might be of benefit not just to ourselves, but to others. So you might take a moment and sense that prayer inside you, a prayer for the world, for your own journey in the world right now. Namaste, and thank you.